Gang? Welcome to another episode of Not Forcing Vibes Show. I'm your host, MDO. Also, we got my co-host with me, D-Way.
What's
What up,
going
brother,
on,
man?
good people? What's going on?
Yeah, we back after a little break, you know. Ain't nothing wrong with a break every now and then, but yeah, we gotta get back to it. What's going on, D-Way?
Yeah. Man, not much, man. Just enjoying this beautiful weather, man. It's pollen out here, but
Yeah.
hey, man, this weather beautiful. Ain't complaining.
Tearing me up, boy. Tearing me up, boy.
Yeah.
Allergic to this crap, trying to tear me up.
Yeah, man. That and the cars, man. Gotta consistently get car washes and everything now.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. You been watching most of the games? I know you've been watching some of the college tournament games too, ain't you?
Yeah, I've been keeping my eyes on some of them, man. Seen a couple of guys go down. But all in all, the NCAA tournament been pretty decent. I gotta give it to them. Been some good competitive games going on, some unexpected wins, surprising losses like Georgia. They took a major L
that
early.
one messed me up. My bracket got jacked up. It was one of the ones I kind of expected to get out of there at least into the next few rounds. I knew they was gonna get knocked out by who they was gonna run into though.
Yeah,
I was like,
but see the thing about it is, I seen even the Kentucky. Kentucky went against was the Iowa State? I think of what the team was. I can't think of the name right now. And I apologize. But they got knocked out too. Kentucky got knocked out, but they ain't been playing as well as they used to. So, and the contending team was pretty high ranking. Let me look them up.
Yeah. This been a tough college bracket. I've been looking at it. Mine's boy. I'm doing pretty good. I think my final two gonna hit though. I got a feeling my final two gonna meet. So I think that's really the big part of that final two making it on there.
Yeah, they lost against Iowa State. That's what it was.
Yeah. Shout out to the 10 people who are in here right now. Shout out to y'all right now. Hey, like and subscribe to the show. It helps with the visibility of the show. Like and subscribe for us, please. We appreciate y'all coming in as always. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Appreciate y'all coming in here.
Hit that button at the bottom, please.
Yeah, like and subscribe for us. But yeah, brother, man. Yeah, that college tournament, man. It's something, bro. It is something.
Yeah. Like I said, that Kentucky and Iowa, like I thought Iowa was really gonna take an L when the beginning of the game started off. Iowa State, I say. They lost one of their main key players. Joshua Jeffries, I believe his name is Joshua Jeffries. He didn't play or something like that. And he was out injured that game. And they struggled coming out very hard. And they still end up pulling it out, which was very good. I watched that whole game there. You can see the deficiencies Kentucky had. They don't have no true point guard. That's one thing I could say about the era of having a true point guard today than what it was back then. Like Iowa State had a true point guard. Kentucky didn't have one. They couldn't even get the ball down the court like they wanted to, or pass the ball like they wanted to. Have somebody who can really control the game. They showed why it's still important to have a true point guard in these games, leading up to these critical games when it comes to tournament time.
Now I'm gonna tell you who got a true point guard though. Michigan State. Now that boy that's at Michigan State, I don't know his name, but he's definitely a pure point guard, like literally. Coach Izzo, he really coaching them up to be one, and he following everything his coach telling him. But I like that point guard. I don't know how long he's going to stay like that though, because they do this crap in college for a moment, they get to the league, boy, it's a whole nother story. So they be trying to up it when they get to the league.
But Izzo, he still kind of falls under that traditional coach. That Kentucky coach, he's fairly new. That's the thing. So he's going with the new modern style of play where with that new modern style they have a whole bunch of 6'6" guards and you know what I mean, or 6-foot guards stretching the whole floor.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is they're potentially skilled scorers, but they don't have that ball handling creativity. You get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
And that's the hard part. Like, you know what I mean? You gotta have somebody who can really keep that ball on the string and be able to dribble through them double teams and all that. But when you ain't got one yet, you don't even have two. Not even one or two. You ain't got nobody who can really control the game like they're supposed to. That's the tough thing. But it's been some good games with the NCAA though.
Oh wow. All right, y'all. We got over 152 people in here right now. Please like and subscribe. Please, it helps with the visibility of the show. We appreciate y'all coming in here. Seriously.
Appreciate the love, good
155
people.
viewers in here, man. I gotta hit that like button and subscribe, man.
Yeah,
appreciate
man.
y'all
Please
being
do
in
that.
here, man. But yeah, though, man, I'm looking at my bracket right now, bro. My junk looking crazy, dog. And the crazy part is, I see my bracket right now. No, man, actually, it's looking good in some spots. I see where my stuff on end. That's why I see. But as far as like in that South bracket, I lost on all those on the South bracket. But in my East bracket, my East bracket looking good. My West bracket, my West bracket, we kind of messed up. I still got one team. I still got my one team in the West bracket that's still in that's Arizona. And then what I got in the Midwest. Midwest, I still got Michigan. So basically, I still got at least one team. But that East brackets though, I'm doing pretty good with the East bracket. We're gonna see how this gonna turn out though. So yeah. But yeah, boy,
I apologize. I missed out on the bracket. I was gonna do my bracket, man, and it didn't work out for me. Time went past and I forgot to do my bracket, man. And but kind of happy I didn't, because you know what I mean, I would have had Georgia going a little further than what they did. That would have blew my whole bracket up.
Yeah. Yeah, we kind of losing you, D-Way. We could barely. You're still breaking up a little bit, D-Way. I can hear you now. Yeah, your connection kind of doing some mess. Yeah, we got over 196 people in here right now. Please like and subscribe to the show, man. Please like and subscribe to the show.
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna get to the next topic. Oh, let's get to the first topic, not the next topic. We ain't even started yet. We're talking about these college brackets, which I know none of us ain't hitting on like. But 201 viewers. Please hit the like and subscribe button, man. All right, let's get to the first topic. So LeBron James continued to play at an elite level. As of March 2026, LeBron James continued his historic career at the age 41 with the Los Angeles Lakers in his 23rd season in the NBA. He recently tied the all-time record for regular season games played and remains one of the league's most productive players and still playing at an elite level. On March 19th, 2026, James recorded a triple-double, 19, 15, and 10. That's 19 points, 15 rebounds, 10 assists. In a 134 to 126 win over the Miami Heat, Luka Doncic scoring the impressive 60 points as well. Do you think LeBron James showing any signs of slowing down anytime soon? What you think, bro?
Well, I don't think he ever slowed down. I just think he kind of reserved himself. People got to understand, like LeBron James never looked at the regular season games as in, I won't say important games, but I don't think he looked at it as games where he's going to exalt himself when he already understand that he's in the playoffs. He just want to make sure he has position in the playoffs. And that's when you see LeBron kind of come back into his own again, especially at this age. Like, you know what I mean? You got to really take care of your body, and you got to be able to, what I want to say, condition yourself to make it through a full season. So, you know what I mean? Him playing so long, I think he already got himself mentally conditioned where he understands, like, okay, I know when to kick in, and I know when I need to play hard, and I know when I need to take a little bit off. You know what I mean? Because he's like right now, he got weapons around him. So with having these weapons around him, you know what I mean, that gives him a little opportunity to not have to go so hard until playoffs kick in, and that's when that set.
Okay, so this is my. So basically, what I'm seeing, I don't know, man, because LeBron, he have his games that he kind of play. He kind of play. I'm not even gonna say average. He kind of play. He play good enough to literally get his team by when they do need him. But then he have his games. He play like he shit, like you're damn, like you 25 or 26 again. So you see these spark games he be having, which really they be needing them regardless if he playing good or he having these big games. He be like on a whole nother level, like the LeBron we used to seeing. But I don't know, man. The way he playing, like I said, I give him, like I told y'all before, I give him about another maybe about 2-3 years, man. The way how he playing, bro, like he can go for another 2-3 years.
Shit, he probably go a little longer, but I just think, and it's just my opinion. I might be wrong, but you know what I mean. I don't think he have that interest, or he's not all the way in basketball as he used to be. Like he enjoy he. I think he might just still enjoy the competitiveness when it comes to the playoffs, but you just kind of see like regular season, like you know what I mean. He don't seem as interesting. So, you know what I mean? I think it's as time keeps going on, you're just gonna see things keep dwindling. So that's what will create the retirement for him. I think he can go a little bit longer because he hasn't had any crazy type of injuries that kind of prohibit him from playing and extending his game. But other than that, like I say, I think he still can go even further, you know what I mean, than 3 years if you choose to. Because you know what I mean, look at how he's moving. Like, let's think about it like this. If LeBron James really want to, if he want to extend his career, he already playing still within the small forward, power forward, and potentially point guard situation. He can really shift over to center and extend his longevity a little bit longer. And I'm talking about if he want to do center full time. You get what I'm saying? If he chose to. Because you got to think about it. Like, you know what I mean? It's still a small game sport right now, but you got to think about it. 7-foot people still ain't that hard for him to keep up with.
But well, I'm not gonna. I ain't gonna say. I'm gonna say this. So this is my problem with him trying to play that 5 spot. So in his age of 41 right now, even right now, it's still not a. I'm gonna say this. There's nothing wrong playing the 5 every now and then, right? But the problem with him playing that 5 is it's a lot more wear and tear. You're doing a lot more banging down there trying to hold down that center position, trying to hold down those bigs. You know what I mean? So it's putting more wear and tear on him than he already has. You know what I mean? And like I said, he only has so many years if he plan on playing that many years. I just said, because I think he's good for at least 2 or 3. But him playing that center position, I think it's a lot. It's a lot on him. There's a lot more wear and tear that be on him trying to keep that up.
I don't know. Oh, I see it different, man, because the game has evolved. I'm talking about in this generational type style. Like you don't see, man, it's more of a man-to-man game. Like it was like that back then, but it's so man-to-man, and you got to think about it, man. The centers that's playing now are not as big as the center was back then. Like it ain't like you're playing or getting beaten up by Shaquille O'Neal or you know what I mean, Charles Barkley or you know what I mean, Patrick Ewing. You ain't got them like big heavy like look like Wemby. We talk about Wemby all the time. Look at his size. Outside of the height, his weight. You know what I mean? Think about it, man. He get beat up a lot in the paint already.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they moving him around in the paint all the time. So
but I see what you're saying, but what I'm trying to tell you is it's not necessarily that the game has changed so much to the point that they're not playing like back in the day. Like You know the bigs are very dominant in the paint. It's just the whole point of the matter with him being older, because you do have bigs that it's just dealing with the size, and like I said, with those bigs, you got bigs that literally they'll take you down the paint, even if they don't take you down that much. You have to go down there at some point. You get what I'm saying? So that's just the wear and tear of the part that I feel like for him playing down in there is much. So really, it's not even really about him. Hey, shoot, he can play longer if he stay down the paint. Now, I just really think he only got like 2-3 more years, just in general.
But you get what I'm saying? Like, if you consistently playing guards and going up against these smaller guards, you got to look at it. Like, even DeMar DeRozan, he had to shift down to power forward. You get what I'm saying? Like, in order to still be effective, which LeBron James will be and still will be, but if you want to consider, like, okay, you know what I mean? If I want to just, cruise through these next 5-6 years, or, extend itself a little longer than the 3-year mark, I think center will be the best place for him as being effective in the game and still being effective. You know what I mean? You can't consistently keep doing the point guard, the small forward, you know what I mean, up and down the flow as he getting older, man. Like, I see it, like I said, for me, it's my eyesight. It might be wrong. He might still can run that small forward in that 3 years if he choose to stay, but I think he's gonna retire probably in the next year and a half. You know what I mean?
Don't get me wrong. He's still more of a 3 and 4 guy. To me, it's more a forward than me than anything. You know what I mean?
For sure.
So I don't know. Like I said, to me, the most he got is literally like maybe another 2-3 years, bro. 2-3 years. If he plans on playing any more longer. I only can see that. But also, I think I ain't gonna say the passion got to be there for him to be there as long too, though. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I don't know how motivated he's gonna be in the next 2-3 years to still want to play at that high level, because you gotta have some motivation to keep you out there. After all his accomplishments and stuff he already accomplished, it's kind of hard to want to still be playing, and you probably don't did everything possibly in that space of the NBA we talking about. You know what I mean? So I don't know what else he would want to accomplish while playing.
Right.
So,
you know what I mean? Other than get his other son into the league if his son
that's a good one. Now for him to sit back and wait a couple of years until Bryce get in there, then I could kind of see that. Then if that's his motivation, then I can see that. If you want to wait till Bryce get in there, I can see that. But other than that, though, I don't know, man. Like, he got the oldest son in there, so that's already a thing.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true.
I don't know how much
that goal out the way, but having being in there with 2 of your sons, man, I don't think nobody gonna be able to break that type of. Man, this dude making history in multiple ways, so you got, you know what I mean. I don't think nobody gonna be able to do that. You got 2 of your sons in there, you still in the league, and you still starting. You still effective. Like I said, he consistently go to the playoffs. That's one thing about LeBron.
I told you.
If nothing else happens, he's going to make it to the playoffs.
Like I said, in the day, LeBron will take some tomato cans with him if he got to. He'll do it. He'll do it.
I don't know about at his age. He can't play with no tomato cans.
Shit, I ain't gonna underestimate him either, though, because he say all this shit about him. He be making shit happen some kind of way. I don't know how he do it.
Oh, that jump too hard on him now. Like
man, please.
Yeah, tomato cans. He can't even carry them now. Like back then, he probably could, but now he'll give you a hot 2 heavy quarters where he'll go in. You know what I mean? If he was like having to be effective the whole game, but you know what I mean, some tomato cans, like I said, like look at Washington. Like if LeBron played around them, man, that would be so heavy on him.
I hear what you're saying, but see,
too much of a detriment.
So we gotta look at it from this perspective. Putting LeBron back in the East, he's already known to be dominant in the East. Don't matter. I don't think it don't matter what team he goes to in the East. He's gonna fucking kill over there in the East.
Not now. Not now. If he was in the East now, it would be so hard for him in the East right now, bro. You still got Jaylen Brown. You got Jason Tatum, who's going to come back into his own. You got the Atlanta Hawks, who playing some goddamn crash out defense. Like you got you got some teams playing now. So
okay.
you know what I mean?
And,
we was in the East this year.
speaking of the East right now, shoot, I'm looking at the dang playoff setup right now. Shoot, the Atlanta Hawks, they sitting in 6.
Yeah.
And my thing is, they win some more. Shoot, they may be sitting in 5th.
They're gonna take it to the conference
If
championship.
if they can get a
not the
chance,
championship this year.
if they can make it that 5th seed, hey, they don't got away from that part of dealing with that dang play-in stuff and all that crap. Man, listen,
Right.
they gonna be straight, man. And Charlotte, like I told y'all, what I say, Charlotte got dang on a 7-3 in the last 10 games. They 7-3 in the last 10 games. I told y'all these boys are gonna be a threat later on in this damn season.
But I don't think nobody want to see them Hawks, man.
Nobody probably want to see them Hawks to a certain extent. But I'm gonna say this. If they get to 5, I think they're gonna be sitting pretty nice. They get to 5. But the Charlotte Hornets, though, I don't care wherever they come at for this damn playoffs. Even if the Charlotte Hornets in the play-in, I feel sorry for anybody that got to see them right now. I really do.
Okay.
Like the old Orlando Magic, they sitting at 8 right now. They don't went all the way from damn, I think, the 5th spot all the way down to the damn 8th spot.
Yeah. They ain't been looking good, man. You know what I mean? Now, we went to go see this game, this NBA game, Wednesday on Magic City night.
Oh yeah, tell me about how the Magic City night went, bro.
First off, you know what I mean? Me and my lady was over there, and we went to go check out the game.
Mm-hmm.
Now, mind you, us checking out this game, I'm in there spectating, looking for, some signs of Magic City, some form of advertisement. Didn't see any of it. You know what I mean? Only thing that was still advertised was a TI. You know what I mean? If you seen the advertisement in Magic City, it was just people that went in there with their own T-shirts.
Yeah, I heard they still kind of had it going a little bit, supposedly.
Correct. You had people that were still in support of the Magic City theme. You know what I mean? They were still in support. So you had people that were still wearing T-shirts, still wearing the hoodies. You know, they were still out there, still advocating for it. But you know what I mean? State Farm Arena in itself, or the Hawks organization, they didn't speak anything about it. It wasn't advertised even during the performance. If it was, I didn't hear it. You know, but it was a great turnout. You know what I mean? They spanked Orlando. They spanked them.
Yeah, I seen that.
You know what I mean? Orlando, like I said, man, they ain't been looking too good the last couple of games now. They just took an L from the Lakers too.
They got their mollywop.
So,
well, they didn't get mollywop. There was a close one. I kind of figured it was gonna be a close one, but the way how the game ended though, that boy Luka Doncic hit that buzzer beater, boy.
Correct.
That was close. That was clutch, boy. That was a clutch play there, boy. LeBron had his he broke the record for most games played. That's what we were just talking about. With the record with the most games played.
See?
So, yeah.
And think about it, look at his consistency now. LeBron rarely miss games. Rare. It's very rare for him to miss some game. That's one thing I gotta commend him for. All these years, he still show up and show out. You don't see this man miss no games. You know what I mean? He give you your money worth when he does play. I gotta give it to that man. You know what I mean? You got some people that really don't care about even just the fans watching, or just in general the game of basketball. You know what I mean? He go out there and give you his 100% every game. That's why I say, man, he's still the greatest of all time. You know what I mean? Everybody can count Michael Jordan. They can do all that. Mine, I gotta give it to LeBron.
All right, Shay.
Stats don't lie.
All right, Shay said still super close from 9 through 5 in the East, kind of like the 4 and 6 in the West. Now that's true. That's true, babe. They is kind of close. I'm looking at it right here from that. Let me see, 5 through 9. Yep, 5 through. Yeah, but that's the thing. That's why I said that 5 through 9. I said that about that on the other show. That 5 through 9, literally, is going to be kind of interesting in the East. That's where the battle's gonna be right here. You're gonna see in the playoffs when they had to play in, and then the playoffs come after that. Once we start seeing this right here, this 9 through 5 right here, start doing some shifting and changing all up in there, that's where it's gonna be right there. With Toronto, Atlanta, Philadelphia, Orlando, Miami, and Charlotte. Because like I said, those teams right there I'm just naming, they gonna be in the play in, or somebody gonna be in that doggone they're gonna be in that doggone that 6, 7, and 8 spot.
Let me see. Where did Philly drop to?
So where did Philly drop to? Philly dropped to 7. They in 7.
Damn, they still holding it.
Yeah, they holding, but I'm gonna say this: Philly kind of in trouble though, because with them injuries and stuff that's playing with them right now, and then Embiid, he done. So it ain't nothing. It's really nothing they got to kind of, you know what I'm saying, help them kind of hold on so much. I don't care if they even is planning to play in and thinking they're giving themselves a chance if they can hold that 7th spot. But I doubt they will. Because like I said, Charlotte is on everybody's tail right now.
Yeah, I think that play-in is where they're going to get that official boot. That's when they're going to get the official
I'm telling
boot.
you, a lot of teams going to get surprised up in there, boy. That right here,
super tight.
That's gonna be the surprising crap right there. All that little space right there, like Shay said, from 5 to 9.
Wow,
that's gonna be the hard
spot.
That's gonna be the hardest thing over there in the East. It's gonna be real entertaining though, and real interesting to watch. But it's gonna be the hardest one. But like I said in the West, like Shay said in the West, same thing. What she say? She said from the 46. And the 46, I'm looking at it right here. You got Houston sitting at 4th, and you got Minnesota sitting at the 6th space. So you got Houston, Denver, and Minnesota. So them 3 right there. Now you can kind of interchange those a little bit. I can literally see that kind of changing at the end. But if Houston could turn it up a little bit more, they may hold on to that 4th spot. But then we talking about Minnesota and Denver.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now.
We ain't even worrying about the 7 to 8 spot. Cause no, that right there ain't changing. That 7 to 8, they ain't changing. It's gonna be Phoenix and LA, 7 to 8. And depending on what the play in
might change.
I'm about to say now, depending on what the play in gonna look like, that's gonna be the problem. Because you got Golden State and Portland down there still.
Yeah.
So depending on how that go, then we'll see. But right now, what I'm looking at right here with that doggone that 3, the 4 and 6. That's gonna be a little tricky here. But Houston, if they turn it up, like I said, if they could turn it up at least 2 more games, they might be able to pull away with a little bit more and give them a little bit more room to kind of, you know what I'm saying, if they do make some mistakes. If they can win at least 2, 3 more games straight, I think they'd be all right. But Denver and Minnesota, they sitting right there though. Sitting right there.
Yeah. It's gonna be interesting now. That East is just I think that's like
no, the East is gonna be like I said, the East is gonna be real entertaining because you got so many teams in those spots right there. It's like, damn, boy, they sitting down in there, and like I told you on the other show, and your headphones, D-Way.
Yeah, I
know. Then I got a stat noise.
Yeah, I'm getting a good portion of it. All right, we back.
All right.
I mean, it wouldn't be like if we have a little bit of technical issue.
Yeah, I was about to say, dang, boy. Man, that thing going off like that. No, but what I was trying to say was on the East, it's gonna be real entertaining and the real, you know what I'm saying? That's gonna be the one that's gonna be like I said, the tough one. Cause like I said, the one going from that group I just named from that 6 all the way down to the doggone, let's say from 6. Shoot. Yeah, basically, from 6 to 9. That's gonna be the one that's gonna be like, any day, somebody behind they ain't gonna be booted.
Yeah, it just takes 2 losses to change up the whole thing. It takes 2 losses to switch somebody out. You know what I mean? But like I said, I expect the Hawks to keep doing and flourishing the way they are. Them boys playing, man. Like they playing like some championship level contender. Like I gotta give it to them. They ain't just because that's my hometown. Man, you just gotta see the way they play. If you haven't watched the Hawks play, man, take a moment to sit there and watch one of their games, man. You'll see. Like them boys ain't no joke.
Shay said the Lakers were in that crowd too, but took off with the streak and took off with the streak and gave themselves a nice cushion. Yeah, but the thing is about these Lakers, I'm gonna say this. I kind of had a feeling they was gonna end up picking it up eventually, because after they end up beating Houston the way they did both times back to back, that kind of gave me the notion like, oh hell, they got Houston number. Yeah, I got Houston number like that. They let me know y'all a threat. Y'all definitely a threat, because Houston was the team that we were talking about, them 3 top teams in that West. Literally what I'm talking about, and not even just in the West, in the league. Was one of them top teams that was like, nah, these boys gonna be a problem, bro. You see the lineup they got.
For sure.
But the last couple games, Houston been struggling. They 5-5 in the last 10 games.
Yeah.
You got the Lakers, they 9-1 in the last 10. So, like I said, it damn West, man, it's unserious over there. Like OKC right now, they 10-0 in the last. They on a 10-game winning streak. And then you got San Antonio 9-1.
Yeah, we're gonna keep our eyes on it though. We're gonna keep communicating with y'all as we keep seeing these playoffs, go up and down. And these moving parts keep coming along. But it's definitely gonna be a fun thing to see when the whole final standing shows who is what and who plays what in the playoffs. That's gonna be a good one, man. That's gonna be must-see TV.
I'm gonna tell you, so basically we're gonna go on to the next subject. Do you think Luka Doncic strengthened his MVP case with a 60-point performance for the Lakers in that game against the Miami Heat? Because he been playing good after that game too. The last other games he played, he been playing good.
Yeah. I think so. It's kind of funny that he scored 60 points on the Heat and the Heat scored 83 on on the Magic. You know what I mean? I think he has strengthened it. He has been looking very well in how he's playing. Lakers been looking very competitive. They're kind of getting themselves ready for the playoffs, or gearing themselves up for it. So, if he do have an opportunity to win the MVP, that'd be great. But man, this year is gonna be a flip of a coin for some of this.
Yeah, because I'm paying attention to Luka numbers right now, and like I said, the way he playing though, now I want to say is giving MVP, but at the same time though, it's kind of like, I don't know, bro. Luka got to probably keep up these 35 and more, and scoring 35 and more, and probably about 8 and 8. 35 and 8 and 8. If he can do that for the rest of the next couple of games, he might be able to get MVP. He might wedge it on over. But then, like I said, we was just talking about Wemby sitting up there. Basically, he was the number one. I think he was number one candidate for MVP at one point when I was reading on that other episode. So I don't know if I don't know, man. But we definitely know that MVP coming out of that West, though. We definitely know that.
So they saying Jokic is number one on the tracker list.
Shit, I doubt that. If they got Jokic up there, then that means Luka most likely gonna win it. I'm gonna say this though. Cade Cunningham, with him getting injured, and that was a blow to Detroit. But not just a blow to Detroit, that was a blow to his chance of even being in the MVP race, let alone him winning I think he was gonna win like some all NBA awards and stuff too. Unless he come back and try to play the last few games of the season, if he can come back. But from what we hearing, he's gonna be out for like, I think 2-3 weeks or something like that. I think that's the rest of the season. So that's the only way I can see Cade Cunningham getting any chance in that. But I doubt after sending out them many games now, he don't even have to worry about the MVP no more. Now he got to worry about it just trying to get on that all NBA list or something like that.
Yeah, because man, that's crazy. It's like it's everywhere with this MVP ladder.
No, that's why I said when we talked on the last show, I said it's by at least 10 players I can literally just point out and tell you that can possibly get MVP, and literally it just be like, no matter which one you throw it at, one of them gonna get it. Yeah, it's not a clear line on who actually gonna get MVP this year. It just ain't. I would love to keep saying Wemby, but shoot, Wemby be having up and down games too. Yeah, had games he'll drop 19 and 8 rebounds, and he had about 3 blocks, but that ain't enough. When you got somebody like Luka scoring 50 here and 8 and 8, and then you got somebody like Cade Cunningham who putting up 25 and 12 and 3, whatever he put up. And then you got doggone obviously Jokic, another one, putting up the triple double numbers he put up.
I just ran into something now. I gotta speak on this, and I ain't never heard nobody talk about it.
What's that?
Man, that boy Russell Westbrook is number 14 on the points leading scale for the NBA. He got 27,176.
Oh, you talking about the scoring leader?
Yeah.
Yeah, shoot. You know, KD. Matter of fact, speaking of that, KD, he broke he surpassed Michael Jordan. Yeah. 5th all time.
James Harden, number 9. What? Man.
Yeah,
them OKC connection is crazy.
Yeah, them jokers, boy, they've been putting us in. But you gotta think about it. With them spreading out like they did and separated like they did, that's how that was possible. If they stayed together a couple years, don't get me wrong.
Man, that was a dynasty.
Yeah, I'm about to say they stayed together. Don't get me wrong. I don't think they would have the numbers like they probably got the numbers eventually, but it would have been a lot longer to get it if they would stay together doing it. But with them staying together like they was, that team possibly could have got a ring at some point. Now, when we don't know if they would have stayed together long enough.
That's crazy.
I'm gonna tell you what battle it would have made real interesting if them boys would all stay together though. Golden State Warriors, OKC. That OKC lineup with Durant, Westbrook, James Harden.
Yeah.
That would have made a very interesting doggone championship battle. Well, not even championship battle, Western Conference championship battle. That would look like an NBA Finals just in the Western Conference. That's all that would have looked like.
Yeah. They need to run that back one more time, man. Before they
ain't finna do that, bro.
I know. I hate to say they ain't.
I'm about to say they ain't gonna happen. I'm telling you that right now.
That'd be a special way to leave out the league, man. If they retired.
One thing about that, you have to pay attention with them, especially two we already know, KD and Westbrook. Them egos. It just ain't gonna miss, bro. James Harden, not so much, but them other two though, Let me clash.
But KD don't have a crazy ego, man. He kind of find his way.
He doesn't have a crazy ego, but
Westbrook and James Harden.
He doesn't have a crazy ego, but he does look at this as smart. He does look at Westbrook as far as like he feel that Westbrook has the ball in his hands too much in times that he shouldn't have. You know what I mean? And I think that was one of the issues that he didn't like about playing with Westbrook a lot like that.
But I'm talking about, let's say, at this later point in their career, right? You know what I mean? Hopefully, egos aside, they can run that back as you know what I mean? As at least a threesome. You know what I mean? As a tandem or something.
I said pause, bro. Don't say that.
Man, look, I'm too old for all that, man. I'm getting older, bro. I don't care about these young folk, man. That's a young folk stuff, man. Bro. If people that realm of what I'm talking about, Yeah, man, you know what I mean? God bless you, man. That ain't what I'm talking about, dog. We talking about sports, man. You take that jump somewhere else, man. Take it to OnlyFans or something, man. I don't know, man. I ain't trying to hear all that extra stuff. We over here talking about something beyond that weird conversation, man. But yeah, you know what I mean? If they can put their egos aside at that later point, that'd be a great farewell too for all three of them. If that's a timeline that they all depart, you know what I'm saying? I would think that would be sensible. You feel me? And that would be a good marketing scheme because I did not know that these people was on points leading board that high.
Oh yeah,
like, I did not know. I did not know Russell Westbrook was that high on the points leading scale.
Yeah, that's why it's been. I don't know if you've been paying attention to the media lately. That's why there's been so much of an argument about him being one of the greatest point guards ever to play, though. Because with his numbers, like even in assists, his numbers are up there, and not even just assists, rebounds.
Rebounds, yeah, all across the board.
You got to think about it. If Westbrook, we gonna say this, I don't know. I think Westbrook is labeled as a point guard, not a shooting guard. So is Westbrook categorized himself as a shooting guard? Then the conversation is Michael Jordan conversation. What do you think that's gonna look like? Now you had an argument about him being damn near the greatest damn shooting guard to play the game. Because honestly, that's what he kind of is, really.
Yeah, he the best. He the best goddamn point guard to ever play, man.
He's a point guard.
If I'm looking at it now and really like analyzing the game and really seeing that his accomplishment, especially on the points, man, he is one of the best to do it right now at point guard.
Shay said he damn near used to average a triple double, or he actually did at one point. No, he still does to a certain extent. Even now, he's still doing that.
He was doing that before he got injured last
year. I was about to say not at the highest he could do it, but he's still doing that now. But it's not as much as he used to. What, like about 3-4 seasons ago? Because he was up in that MVP conversation like 3-4 years in a row almost, just because of them damn triple doubles he was doing every damn game.
Man, I can't wait to hear his story on his workout regimens or the things he do to stay consistent, man. Because we still got to understand he came from a crazy injury early off in his career, still get back to where he's at now on the elite level. You get what I'm saying? Like, that even puts you in that conversation of one of the best just because.
Yeah.
Like, you don't see people that comes from an injury and still go harder before the injury. You know what I'm saying?
No, but
after the injury.
But I think he's just built that way as far as his game is general. If he can't go 100 miles per hour, then I don't think he will want to play. I think he's just one of them type of players, like he has to go 100 miles per hour all the time. If he can't do that, then it's like, man, there's no need for him playing. And I think that's his mentality.
That's true. That's true. He gotta play with that reckless abandonment.
Yeah, I was about to say, because you got to look at it from this perspective. It's like Derrick Rose, same situation. When Derrick Rose was out there, you seen how he was going, same way, 100 miles per hour.
Boy, I just thought about it. Oh, that's a good comparison, boy.
Same thing. Derrick Rose did the same thing.
You think about their game and their explosiveness.
Yeah, that was explosive.
They on the same level.
No, they definitely they were both. No, they both was there almost. If it weren't for Derrick Rose getting hurt, then that would change everything. But you got to think about it. The point guards at their size is almost damn near unheard of to be that explosive like them point guards was when they came in the league. Cause they won like
somebody might need to do like a versus for the NBA, goddamn. Cause that right there, nobody never put those two comparisons together. You know what I mean? I know the longevity of Russell Westbrook has been longer than
I'm about to
Derrick
say
Rose.
it's hard to put them together because you have to look at Derrick Rose. Didn't play as long as he could.
But I'm talking about even at their peak, man, they was explosive, man, like consistent.
Well, if you put them two at their peak, if you talking about the way how both of them plays,
yeah,
yes, they're damn near identical. The only difference is, I'm going to say this: Derrick Rose had a better handle. He had a better handle.
He did.
So, so when Derrick Rose literally when he going downhill, and he goddamn start dropping goddamn like no 1-2s, boom boom, and cross your ass, and then go to the rack. It's like he knew how to change directions, but his directional change was another problem. He was coming off like boom boom, and you can see when he hit that boom boom, it's like here come the other gear. It's like, oh shit, hold on, you don't switch to another gear, and it's like you seen how the shit was a little out of control looking. That's why I used to always say his game to me was like, damn, bro, he got game, but it's like, man, when he used to just go and be like, boom, boom, and he just spin to do some crazy shit. And be like,
he was real shifty.
Yeah, so it's kind of like, but when you see a guard at his size moving that damn fast, jumping that damn high, bro, it's like, hold on, bro, y'all too damn much, bro. Can't have too many y'all guards running around the league like this, because we had it going on the league, boy. You know, you don't know what's gonna happen in the league with these guards. That's why you don't see them like that no more.
Yeah,
you got a few.
Right now. You're right.
You got a few of them that every now and then we see them, but how long do you hear them doing that? You don't hear them playing like that, like.
Well, I don't know now. Goddamn, Jamal Crawford lasts quite some time with his game.
See, but Jamal Crawford was a 2 though.
Yeah, but you said guard. We didn't say specific point guard.
I said point guard.
So if you saying point guard, correct.
Point guard. Jamal Crawford was a 2. He could play a little point when you put him in that position, but he was a legit 2. And Jamal Crawford was a scorer. So it wasn't like he was more shifty going down trying to boom you and go dunk on you. Nah.
Yes, he was. Boy.
He wasn't trying to. Nah, boy, not like Derrick Rose.
He wasn't going to the rack too much, but he got.
That's what I'm saying. He wasn't. I'm talking about he wasn't shifty to the point where he's going to the rack on you. That's what I'm saying. I'm talking about he wasn't getting that boom and then trying to go bam on you, boy.
Yeah, he wasn't doing it.
Derrick Rose and Westbrook, they going to the rack and they trying to goddamn bam on you, bro. They ain't never. It was never no turn down for them. Jamal Crawford, he'll give you that boom, and he might goddamn go ahead and pull up on you on the step back or something.
Yeah, he do the artwork of the jump shot. Yeah, he want the
whole
boom, boom, and finish it off with a sweet jump.
Not saying
shot.
Jamal Crawford wasn't capable of it, but shoot, I haven't seen it that much like that. I seen him do it to people. I be like, damn, Jamal Crawford, goddamn, boom, and cross you and make another move right after, and then pull up on you. It wasn't no boom, and you talking about taking that next step and then exploding?
Yeah.
Oh no, bro. I ain't see that from Jamal Crawford, bro.
You're right now. He ain't explode to the rim like that. He definitely do that. Yeah. That is true. That is definitely true. That's just a conversation I had to speak on because I just witnessed it and I was like, dang, man. Men, those guys though, man. Like OKC, they know how to scout some talent. I gotta give it to them. OKC, it started from there. And they still got people coming out of there right now.
Shay said you usually hear Ja Morant compare Derrick Rose instead of Westbrook. Yeah, compared to Derrick Rose. Yeah, but I'm gonna say this: Ja Morant, he got some flashes, but it's not Derrick Rose. I'm sorry. Only reason why I say that because Derrick Rose, when he, like I said, when they literally go at you and they give you that 1-2 hit or whatever moves they hit you with and then go to the rack, them jokers are low to the flow and exploding coming up. Ja Morant, he's more stand-up-ish. He'll give you a little move, but it ain't nothing like how them two used to do. Them two used to got.
I get what she's saying. I see where she's going with it because now
If you want to say the closest thing to them as in today's game, yes, he might be the closest. Yeah. But he's not. No, his game is nowhere close to what those two were like. That shit was different. Like Ja, he'll go to the rack on you. Ja gives me more of an AI game. He's more like an Allen Iverson to me. He gonna come down. He'll give you a cross. Then he'll go to the rack, but his game ain't really physical like that. His game more of that finesse game still. He'll still go up and bam on you every now and then. He'll try you. But he done had that explosiveness where when he made contact, oh, you know he can go left or right.
I don't know, because I missed a few couple of goddamn games. Cause I don't know now.
Listen, bro. I don't see Derrick Rose and Westbrook and them when they went to the rack, bro. They did some damage on some folks when they went to the rack, bro.
I don't know. Oh, that boy.
Ja Morant, he more Morant, like man, I said, Ja Morant. Ja Morant got some bounce, but it ain't the bounce like Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose jumping to you. Oh, you know it's finna get ugly, bro. That contact he finna give you
too. Now, Ja Morant got some man.
Ja Morant, I'm telling you, bro. Listen, Ja Morant got more AI to me than he do Derrick Rose or the Westbrook.
But still, though, man, he still had that. Man, he got some of that same explosion. Oh, I can't sit here and deny that now. Ja Morant, that is a great comparison in this current era to Derrick Rose. If you want to even put it in the whole realm of Derrick Rose and Russell Westbrook.
So Shay said,
yes.
I got it. Said when the Grizzlies were making the playoffs consistently, Ja was being compared to Derrick Rose due to their size and explosiveness. That's what I said. As far as if we looking at just the makeup of what we trying to compare in today's game, how close he are to them. Yes, he's more closer to a Derrick Rose as far as what we looking at it. But his game more to me predicates like an AI type game. But Derrick Rose, like I said, if it wasn't for the knee injuries, we'll still be seeing that same explosive Derrick Rose for his last couple of years in the league, almost damn near doing what he was doing. But the stuff Ja is doing, it's more like his body build. If you look at the body build frame of Ja, he got an AI body build.
Oh, for sure.
So anytime he get hit or something, it's a chance he finna get hurt. You seen it. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. His game, don't get me wrong, AI had some boom too. He had some explosive too now. Don't get me wrong. Mm-hmm. AI was explosive too. That's why I said I give Ja a little bit more of that AI type because, like I said, Ja, he'll give you a little cross here, there, whatever. And he'll pull up here. He'll have his moments. He'll go try you at the rim like AI used to do too. AI used to bam on you. He may miss some too. Man, AI hit that flow. It's like, shit, there's a chance that joker may get hurt. He may get up. He may not get up. Or his ass leaving the game. That's why I said.
Now, when AI first got into the league, he was an explosive player, especially at Georgetown too. So yeah, he was an explosive player.
Ja Morant give more AI.
That's a good comparison, though. Oh, I like how you just went with that too. Now, you know what I mean. I can see both of them. I can see both of them. You know what I mean? Yeah, I can see both of them.
I see.
That's a good one though. That's why I say salute to them guys, though, man. I
see Ja Morant got more AI in that one. I see that, but
yeah,
that's how I can give y'all on that. That damn Derrick Rose and that damn Westbrook, boy. Just thinking about them two, boy. There was some serious, boy. I don't know if we're gonna get some more guards like that. It's gonna be, you know, you got some more coming in. You don't know yet. We got to see it first. But yeah, though. Speaking on that Luka Doncic MVP case, I think Luka, like I said, if he can keep putting up these 35s and 8 and 8 to the end of the season, somewhere around there, he might end up edging it off. That's why.
Yeah, he got a chance. He can take it. You know what I mean? They playing well, but I think all this stuff leads off to the playoffs when you start to see who they really want to go with as far as MVP. I say, but you know what I mean? We'll see. Luka being consistent, I can say that he ain't been really injured.
Yeah, but he got to be careful with these damn technicals he getting because he get another damn, like he just got another tech. They ejecting him out of the game, so he can't get no techs no more in none of the games leading all the way out of the season. So they'll send him out the game if he get a text. So they eject him every time out the game. He get a text right now. So long as he can start getting technicals, bro, he'll be all right. But
right.
What I was about to say. All right, next subject. Let's go ahead and get on to it.
Yeah.
All right, it's one of these relationship little topics, brother. All right,
Let's get to
it. This is a good one here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's your mic cutting up again a little bit.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
1, 2.
Yeah, I can hear you.
All
right. So basically, question is: do you think most relationships should be conducted under more traditional roles or more modern day roles?
Should be conducted more in the traditional modern day role. That's what you said. You heard me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so you said should it be conducted more under traditional or modern day roles?
Do you think most relationships should be conducted under more traditional roles or modern day roles?
All right, I think it should be more modern. And what I consist in the modern is to say, you know what I mean? I'm just gonna put it plain and simple. You get in where you fit in. Feel what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Because things change, time change. You know what I mean? Things change, time change. Rosa Parks, she changed the game. You know what I'm saying? Let's put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Basically, you see where the income ratio sometimes is different. Circumstances are different. So sometimes, you know what I mean? Let's say the male is the breadwinner on a consistent basis, and he goes through some turmoil, or he goes through some situation where he's not able to do so. You know what I mean? You expect your wife or your spouse to pick up the pieces. You feel what I'm saying? Sometimes he might have to fall back. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, bro. I heard your mic.
So sometimes he may have to fall back and move into more of the role at home to assist in those areas if he's stuck there. You know what I'm saying? And if both people are working, you know what I mean? Like I say, just get in where you fit in. Like, you see the roles at the house that need to be done. You know what I mean? She cooking, you might clean, however the situation is. You know what I mean? I think it's just teamwork make the dream work. I don't see traditional roles being a thing at this point. You know what I mean? I think it's just healthy. You know what I mean? You make the best choice and decision for your partner. You know what I mean? So that's my take on it. What about you, though?
Really, that's a tough one for me. I'm more leaning towards the traditional side to a certain extent. That's because I feel like tradition gives more. It gives more. How can I say it? It gives more of a guideline for you. You get what I mean? So, so you have things that keep you kind of grounded instead of being more, you know what I'm saying, doing things just because you feel you can. Don't get me wrong. I feel people should have the right to, you know what I'm saying, make decisions on doing what you want to do because that's just what it is. Like, if we talking about modern day roles, we talking about today's roles and stuff like that, I get it. Yes, you should want to be at least, you know what I'm saying, 50-50 with your partner on whatever you're doing. I understand a lot of people like to, you hear the little sayings where women be like, oh, my man, he have to pay all the bills and do this and this and that and blah, blah, blah. The dude feel like, if I don't pay the bills, I ain't doing my job and this. If that's what you like and that's what you do, cool. There ain't nothing wrong with that either. I just feel like in most cases, it just depends on what the partner and, you know what I'm saying, and what you feel that works for your situation. You feel what I'm saying? So if it's a thing that you feel like y'all can do 50, cool, 50, cool. If you feel like your husband or your wife or boyfriend or girlfriend, one of the two should be the one to take care of most of the bills, then I guess if that works for you, that works for you. But yeah, I lean more towards that traditional side. Not saying that necessarily that doesn't intertwine with some modern stuff every now and then, because some traditional stuff they do kind of change a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And it's not always traditional. You know, they put their little modern stuff in a little bit, just tweaks it a little bit. But
Yeah.
I kind of lean toward that traditional side. I feel like it keep people more grounded, man. They kind of let you know, like,
Yeah.
hey, don't forget who you are. Don't forget where you
Correct.
came from and all the other stuff. You feel me?
Now I
So,
get you on that. Like, all right, with understanding that component, I do want to throw in. I think in a traditional role, a man should, you know what I mean, be the head of the forefront of the home, where he should be able to fix something, should be able to change a tire. I still think courting is a thing. I still think, you know what I mean, the man role in pumping the gas, all that stuff. You feel what I'm saying? I still think those things are vital in a relationship with the ideal of tradition. You know what I mean? You know, I don't know how the wave is today with the youth. You know what I mean? I kind of ran into a lot of young folks today. They can't even change a tire or goddamn change a battery. You know what I mean? It's kind of sad. You know, it's kind of sad to see that stuff, because it's like, God damn, bro. Like, you know, I only hate when times get worse. You know, but those are the things I think that should consistently keep its tradition. There's certain things that men should hold their, what I want to say, that's something they should pride themselves in right there. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I understand finances fluctuate, so I'm not trying to sit here and say, you know what I mean, you got to be the top tier here, this and that, this and that. Things fluctuate, you know what I mean? But when it comes to effort and being that go-to when things do arise, like, those things are very important. You know what I'm saying? Shit, if some shit break, man, you can't fix it. You know what I mean? Let alone, you might get a bed that come in. You know, you might get it off Wayfair or something, man. You can't even put the damn bed together. Think about it, man. You know what I mean? You can't even put the bed together, bro. Like,
what's that
you know what I
Wayfair?
mean? Like, come on, man. Like, you can't even put your own bed together like that. That should tell you something.
Yeah.
And I don't care, you know what I mean? I'm just gonna keep it a book. Man, I don't care how much money you make, man. Sometimes it's just that pride in being a man. You know what I mean? And I think that's something that you gotta, some people had to bring back. Like, it's just that pride in that position, knowing that, man, somebody said it before, like, man, I ain't gonna let no another man outman me, man. Feel what I'm saying? And that's just respect. Like, you know what I mean? I'm at least try to fix it first and shit. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna try to make the biggest fail, but if I know I can't do it, at least I went in there and tried. Feel what I'm saying? Like, don't sit here and just, you know, sit here and put an F on your report card just because you didn't even try. You know what I'm saying? You gave yourself a complete zero. Like, you got somebody else coming in fixing your whole bed up, and you could have did that shit. Like, I'm just being real. You know what I mean? You can waste your money. Like, you know what I mean? In this era, there's so many ways to make money because, you know what I mean, the youth is so inefficient in certain things that they want to do that the older folks still got to keep working. But, like, I'm not trying to knock the youth, so don't think I'm knocking y'all. Not trying to put you down. I pray for the best. Pray that the youth, you know what I mean, still finding their way in the midst of all these things. But, you know what I mean, I just want to put it out there, man. Like, put your pride back into being a man. You feel what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Women, put your pride back into being a woman too, man. You know what I mean? Shoot. Some of these women can't even goddamn cook. You know what I mean? That's the sucky part of this junk, man. Like, some of these women can't even cook. Just to keep that thing a buck, man. Some of these women can't even get in the kitchen to cook. Some of them can't clean. Um, some of them can't even iron goddamn clothes, man. Like, I'm just gonna be real with you. Can't even wash clothes. Like, these things right here are things you should have learned from your mama. And these are simple things that should be passed down. And if you ain't learning from your parents, man, you got YouTube, man. Like, you know what I mean? I think that's something you should give it a shot. Whether you go on YouTube and look at something else, take your time out and look at something that's gonna help you in that department too.
So Shay said a lot of these skills are not being passed down anymore, and it's sad. Well, it's definitely not, because a lot of parents are not really involved as much like they are, and most of these parents have kids almost every day, and they don't teach their kids nothing. So you got to think about it. A lot of this stuff. Yeah, that's your mic or whatever it is.
Yeah,
headphones.
I know. Some is tripping, but we're gonna figure it out when I get out.
But a lot of these
good people.
A lot of these kids are dang boy.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Yeah, but a lot of these kids are literally they're not getting the same parenting that I think we grew up with, or at least back in the day, most of our parents even grew up with to a certain extent. We would say they're not getting the same guidance, let alone parenting.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So, like I said, a lot of these parents aren't involved in these kids' lives enough to even to show them or even teach them how to cook, or clean, or iron your clothes, or take the trash out, or some shit like that. Even doing the yard or something, whatever it is. It's a lot of things that today's time they're not getting from these parents. So really, you can't blame these kids so much. But don't get me wrong. I'm gonna say this. Like I told somebody the other day, I had a talk with. I was going to my therapy. I said you can't really blame the kids so much, man. It's really these parents, but at the same time, you do have to hold yourself accountable, because at the end of the day, it's a choice to want to be better. It's a choice to want to do better. You know what I mean? So these are things sometimes they have to be in you to want to do these things. Not saying necessarily that somebody shouldn't be an example for you to be able to do these things, but you literally have to be able to want to go do these things. You can't wait on somebody else to pull you and say, "Come on, and let me show you this every time," because it's not always going to be somebody there to always show you how to do something every time. Some of this stuff you have to have the want to go do it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
right.
But yeah, other than that though, brother, man, shoot.
But I don't know. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? The kind of the understanding that things ain't being passed down. Like, that's true. You feel what I'm saying? That's true. But and like you said, you know, I I look at both sides of the fence, man. You know what I mean? Kids can go on there and learn video games. You feel what I'm saying?
See, and that's my point I'm trying to make.
People do what they want to do. You feel me?
But that's what I was trying to make. That's the point I'm saying.
So
It's all about choices.
It's just like it is about choice, but it's like this, man. A lot of people are scared of confrontation. You feel what I'm saying? Like, they scared of being the bad looking parent. They scared of sitting over here and voicing certain things. But you got to understand that at the end of the day, you're a parent. You know what I'm saying? This kid came into the world knowing nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's sad enough that you got more parents out here who would rather be in more confrontation with their partner than they would be with their child.
Mm-hmm.
And understanding, I'm not saying sitting here being an advocate of argument or anything like that, because you can have productive conversation. You can have productive confrontation where you can get what you got to say across and understand that where I'm coming from, I mean no harm. You feel what I'm saying? And sometimes you got to let these kids know that an argument, and sometimes it's just an argument. It ain't nothing to sit here and say, "Oh man, got in this argument. I want to shoot somebody up for this." No, it just was an argument. You feel what I'm saying? Hopefully, the worst of the words ain't used, but within the conversation, as long as it's leading to you to get something done, you know what I mean, and it's progressing you as a person or going into your adulthood years, then man, take heed and understand, like, it's been hard for a lot of people to even get some of this information that we get today. You dig what I'm saying? And for you to have a parent that has that type of information or has their toolbox, and I go like this, I always speak about it. Like, you know what I mean? It's only so much you can do with a hammer and a screwdriver. At some point, you got to add more to your toolbox, man. And if you're gonna keep moving through life and thinking this hammer and screwdriver, you can be the best person with the hammer and screwdriver, but at some point, you got to add more to your toolbox, man. You know what I mean? It's gonna take more to get something done. So You know what I mean? Sit here and listen to your parents, man, because they got more in their toolbox that they can help you in advance. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to tell people how to be parents, but you gotta have them stepping up, understanding like their role. They shouldn't be having a girlfriend or their wives out here changing the fucking tire. You know what I'm saying? And you sitting right there in the car just looking.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I think that should be the first thing on your mind. I think you should have some jumper cables in your car just in case something happened. I think you should have a jack. I think you should know where your jack and your spare tire at. I think you should know how to goddamn figure out where your battery at. Shit, I think you should know how to goddamn pump gas. You feel me? And like I said, for the women, I think you should know how to goddamn. I don't want to put you on no kitchen duty, but you know what I mean? House chores, like effectiveness. Like, you know what I mean? If that's your thing, that's your thing. If it's not, then cool. You know what I mean? Take at it what you will, but feel what I'm saying? I think those are the things you should do. You know what I mean? Don't complain if you ain't got it at home, because I see a lot of it. Some people be complaining.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. With that being said, everybody, make better choices. But that's about it for the show so much today. Our schedule is Mondays, 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. Eastern Time, Friday, 6 p.m., 7 p.m. Eastern Time, Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We appreciate everybody for coming in here once again. Like I said, man, like and subscribe, man. It helps with the visibility of the show, man. And we out of here, bro. We appreciate everybody coming in here once again, man.
Like yeah, man. Appreciate it, man. Like and subscribe. Thank you for following us. Thank you for loving the episodes, man. And like I said, we're gonna keep giving y'all some good content.
Yes, sir. We out of here.